Whether it is income or social inequality, what will it take for the private sector to play a role in tackling rising inequality in Asia?
Help to close development gaps by investing, for example, in basic infrastructure, making sure that they invest not just in the coastal areas, but also in the hinterlands, making sure that they create corridors of prosperity as well as hubs of knowledge. But equally important, private sector has to invest in the skills of their workforce and make it safe to work so that they should provide not just a right to work but also rights at work to take care of the human capital.
If I'm an employer, if we talk about addressing inequality at a very small little micro scale within my organization, actually it is quite important because, for example, if I have female who is what we will normally call a marginalized group as far as inequality is concerned, it is important to look at what I can do as an employer to allow my female employee to be most productive as well as to have employee well-being, such as ensuring there's flexi work, ensuring there's equal opportunities.
At RGE, we believe that a business must first be good for the community, and then good for the country, and then only then will it be good for the company. So business acting as a business, not as a charitable donor, it's one of the most powerful forces to addressing social needs.
We have a great responsibility as corporate citizens to actually do things the right way, which means that we need to have sustainable business models where we focus on doing business in a non-corrupt manner. Asia is a huge marketplace, but if you in a way look at this from a theoretical point of view, where we talk about the bottom of the pyramid, there are a huge segment at the lower part here which needs a business model which is different.
What should Asian governments do to empower poor communities, marginalized groups, and women in particular in Asia?
It is critical that governments actually commit themselves to the values that are embedded in the United Nations and to the Charter of the United Nations, because it is critical that we create a world that's free from want, free from poverty, and free from all forms of discrimination. Now, the problem is that in many countries you have excluded groups, you have minorities, you have women, and you have people who are exposed to trafficking, to smuggling, and so on. And it is critical that the government pay attention to make sure that these people are able to live meaningful lives and secure lives.
What the government can do a little more of is, I think, a little bit more coordination and enabling the environment, enabling the trust and transparency, an open environment for collaboration.
Governments should also do what government does best, and that is that they need to enact good laws, laws that creates a level playing field, that allows people to come in and invest in a manner which is good for both the business but also for the citizens and for the country.
Well, governments can do many things because there are some things that only government can do. Now, to be sure, government cannot do it alone. There are many things that government will need to help and need to partner civil society, need to partner private sector, and there are some things that government probably should stay out from, such as very intricate issues about the family or personal values and so on. But government can do things which no other people can do or no other stakeholders can do, such as increasing taxes, such as making decisions on various kinds of economic and fiscal policies. But government, most importantly, I think, is the important leadership that will determine the mindset of a society to a large extent. Because you, as the leader, as the leadership, you determine where the society is going in terms of your policies.